So anyway, so what I'm doing now is I need to do my antonyms and synonyms as well. So I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about my life. And since I actually understand my life now, I'm actually understanding that no matter what, I need to go and do my YouTube videos. So my YouTube videos and everything I do on YouTube is 1 hour long. And I want to begin with a YouTube video right now, so I can go and really practice everything into fruition, so I can do better. Yeah, I see. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm just growing myself differently. I'm just going and help myself to go to the shops really quickly, so I can go and do greater. And I need to go and help myself to explore something in my life. So I need to go and help myself to draw upon information better. So I need to go and help myself to deliver content. So what do I need for food and drink? I need to grab myself, let's see. I have to grab myself peanut butter. See, peanut butter, I already have peanut butter. I have, here, I have to get myself 3 soy milks. I get myself juice. I get myself sparkling water. And what else? Actually, I can have some nice and beautiful beans. I have some beans. I have, what else? I see, and bolognese sauce. I see, now that's more than enough for me for today. I just keep going that way. I see, today I want to eat spaghetti and soy milk with Weet-Bix. I have Weet-Bix, I have to get Weet-Bix. I understand, I can write it down, but it's all that I need to do much greater. So let's have a look. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of improving myself. I'm understanding I'm on my own regardless of what's happening. Otherwise, I have my dad's image over here. But even without him in the house, I feel alone regardless of the situation. Yeah, you done?
Hey.
I have to get his car to go to the shopping centre to get myself food and drink. So it's more than enough for me. So I'm actually understanding how I need to go and grow myself differently. But I never want to find myself part of the crowd. Say hello. I find myself doing a greater job for myself differently. I'm learning something along the way. I'm going to become something much more of a star in my life. I love it. I feel, anyway, that what I need to do is help myself to elaborate about freedom and love and devotion with myself all day long. I'm learning quickly how to just maneuver my way forward. And as I move myself forward, I'm looking for better deals with my life. I'm looking for better ways of improving myself. And I'm learning. I'm learning how to grow myself differently. So every single time I learn something, I'm helping myself to deliver information. So it's more how I feel. I feel that as I grow myself in the best kind of way, I help myself to elaborate. I help myself to deliver content. I help myself to become the best version of myself. But I've been sleeping a lot, and it's mainly because of how cold it is in the morning, and that's about it. I see now, I realise it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I've been going to sleep early and waking up early, but I need to improve. I need to improve my sleep quality, and it's more how I feel. I feel at the hospital over there, I've been sleeping for 12 hours at a time. And why is that? I'm not sure. And it's because I want to bypass time very quickly. And I never want to bypass time very quickly anymore. I want to wake up early and I want to sleep early and wake up early. But time is different. I'm looking at one image in life. Always. I'm always looking at one image, but I'm traveling through the words. I'm traveling through my words, and I understand straight away how I feel. That I feel great. I feel much more of a nice and beautiful person in my life. But today I can do my quotes. I'm gonna do my quotes today, and I can do my music today. Now my music is something that I need to really grow, but I feel I've been letting myself down on that, and I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning quickly how to do my music production. And it all starts with a melody. So what I want to do is grow myself differently to help myself to deliver information. So as I deliver information, I'm looking for myself to do better. And I can make some house music or something like that. I can make some different music for myself. But it's all because I understand something. I understand how I'm going traveling around the world, and popularity is something different. If you have popularity, and you have also, you can make money. You can make some money if you have popularity. Otherwise, people never allow you to grow up. But you can grow up, but it's more how they never try to make me popular. Russian people never want me to be popular, but I want to be popular. So I have to do according to what they say about me. I'm learning very quickly about my life and my legacy and stuff like that. But I feel no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about my life and how I approach life. I approach life differently. And I live my life differently, so it's more how I feel. I feel different. I feel I have to go and grow myself regardless of the situation. And I feel, and no matter what, that I need people to listen to me. I need people to listen to me, what I have to say. I'm learning very quickly about life anyway. So as I grow myself, I succeed differently, and I'm learning to never frustrate myself, but I'm frustrating myself in a good way. I'm learning to help myself to succeed differently. I learn something new I learn something new every single day. I'm learning something new always. And I'm learning how to help myself. I'm learning how to help myself differently. You guys have to help yourself learn differently and have to learn the new way of life. And you have to learn how to grow yourself. So it's much more how I feel. I feel different. I feel there's a long time to go about everything. And that's how I feel.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it anyway. So you guys have to help yourself deliver information. So I have to get some cereal. I have to get Weet-Bix. And the first thing in the morning I can go and eat Weet-Bix right away. Because it's nice and beautiful. To eat some Weet-Bix. I see now peanut butter. I see now I get myself peanut butter. But I'll let it be, I'll move on. I have peanut butter. I get myself milk. I give myself 3 soy milks a day, guys. I'm gonna say it's more than enough for me, personally. I get regular soy milk. I get soy milk, this one, and I get this one. And I have to get myself a juice. I feel like some apricot juice. I'll move on. I help myself to deliver information, guys. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a apricot juice. Citamaga juice. I get apricot. And I'm learning the key art of persuasion. I'm learning to be different with myself over here. Because you guys need to deliver information. So as I go and grow myself positively, I'm looking at positive ways of life over here. I'm learning how to grow myself regardless of the situation. And I'm learning how to just grow. I'm growing myself regardless. So as I grow, I'm learning different ways of doing stuff. I'm learning how to enjoy myself with what I need in life. So it's much more how I feel. I feel different. So as I feel different, I'm learning how to grow myself regardless of the situation. And you guys have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. I feel much greater in terms of how I am. And I'm learning how to help myself to grow. And that's it, guys. I'm learning how to persuade myself to grow differently. And I focus upon that. And I focus upon helping myself to lift. I lift myself in different ways. I can see straight away how I need to
Do you wish to continue?
help you to grow. And I'd rather do an audio program while I'm shopping than never do it in the first place. I mean, do you understand why? Because it's more about me helping you grow than it is about me shopping. So I'm trying to help myself over here. I'm trying to tell you,
Follow the pin pad
trying to show you
to finalize your
that there's a better way to do this. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to make better music now. I'm learning how to show myself that I can make better music happen.
Follow the pin pad prompts to
And
finalize
because I'm learning very quickly about life, learning how to process information.
Do you wish to print a receipt?
So no, thank you. I'm learning how to process information with myself over here. So as I learn, I grow. I grow as I learn something. So I've seen Australia already. I've seen most of Australia already. And I can still go see more of Australia. I can still go see more of Australia. The thing is now, especially, I see now especially, I'm looking for a better view. I'm looking for better ways of thinking and doing. So I'm making sure anyway, what I want to do is help myself to see straight away how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about life. See, as I learn very quickly, I'm learning how to enjoy myself differently, and I'm explaining much more positivity in life. And I'm learning how to control myself. I have to put my keys in my shoulder bag every time I go to the shops, so I can go and do greater. So I'm looking and listening to whatever's happening, and since I'm actually learning very quickly about life itself, I'm learning about life itself, guys. I'm learning how to orchestrate my life this way, in a better way. I'm learning to understand how my life is. I'm learning how to be productive in my life, because that's how I see life. I see life differently. I see life is happening, and life happens to the best of us. But because that's the case, you guys need to better your life anyway. I make sure I put my phone in my shoulder bag when shopping, and also I put my dad's car keys in my shoulder bag while shopping as well. It's more how it is. So after this, after this coronavirus pandemic, I have to go to my mum's house, and then she may want to send me to Serbia for a bit of time, in which I find also myself alone, and I find myself doing a long, steady job over here of my career. I see it's much more how it is. I see a lot of time to go, and time is going to pressurize me to do something greater. But I see how people just go to a nightclub and waste time all night listening to music, and they drink alcohol and stuff like that. So do I find myself looking at nightclubs and going to nightclubs? Actually no. I feel I have to move on. I have to move on from that. I'm making sure that you guys understand that I have to grow up. So what I do is I move on, and I'm seeing straight away how this nightclub stuff in Australia is in lockdown. So there's no nightclubs available, and it's just the way it is. So Australia's like that, and Australia's in lockdown in terms of the New South Wales. And I'm talking about making sure that I'm learning very quickly about love, in terms of love and laughter, and I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm learning how to become the best version of myself regardless of the situation, and I'm enjoying myself in the process of helping myself to deliver information. So as I deliver information, I'm looking at services I can do for my life over here, and I'm looking at helping myself to improve. And now I'm just healthy. I'm healthy as a human being. I'm looking at helping myself to succeed differently. And I'm looking to see that life gets boring. But if you're living alone in life, then guess what? Actually, everybody's living alone. I mean, everybody's living alone to some degree, guys. But learn to have yourself a time where you're looking at the best picture in life, and you're learning very quickly about the art structure of being alive, and you're learning how to grow yourself. I would say that's because I'm learning very quickly about word structures. I'm understanding her, so I apologise for that because I had to drive. I see. So for myself over here, I'm looking at different areas of life, looking at making sure my life is different, and I'm learning something new for myself, at least. I'm learning how to become much more in the process of my life over here. I'm looking to become better than myself. I'm looking to hold myself together, and I'm enjoying myself in the process of life and laughter. I love my life. So that's my dad. So my dad's making and going about cutting the grass. So he's cutting the grass out there. So what I do is a different way of life. I never need to cut grass like that, because that's working on the outside world. I work on the inside world. I work on my inside world, while he works on the outside world. See, if you're working in your inner world, then you're going to prosper far more than working on the outside world, because you never change the outside world. All you do is you change the inside world. But 9 to 5 jobs teach you to change the inside world and the outside world, and it's much more how it is. I see now what I'm doing now is you have to understand that you are the only one teaching yourself anything in life. I promise you. So what I'm doing now is I'm learning how, because I understand my life much greater, I'm understanding that I want to have myself a good time. I never need a cigarette in my life. I actually see why. I see why I do what I do. I want to be able to grow myself differently. So what I do is I help myself to deliver information. services, and I help myself to inspire myself. I have to inspire myself to do greater. So as I do greater, I'm lifting life, I'm lifting myself in the process, making sure that I have more than enough success all the time to love my life differently. And I'm looking to see that as soon as a woman or man joins your life, so should they get away from the crowd as well. I promise you. And now if you're single, try to be alone far more than being with the crowd, because that way you're going to learn something much more. You're going to learn far more being alone than you are going to be with them. So life is go alone. I mean Jesus Christ done the work of God alone. I mean, do you understand? And you have to understand that. And yes, he had disciples with him, but he was still doing it alone. I mean, in a sense, so life is being alone. And you guys need to understand how it feels to be alone in life. I promise you, being alone is far greater than being with other people. So if you can understand how to escape the 9 to 5 today, then you're doing yourself a great job, a far greater job than other people, because it's more how it is, isn't it? I promise you. So about 3 weeks ago, I was in hospital, and what was I doing in hospital? I was doing nothing. And my life was just dying. And what am I doing now? I'm doing something at least. I'm doing something to improve my life now. And that's how it is. I mean, you guys have to improve your life today, especially. So, you guys need to understand how that feels to improve your life today. So I feel like having this nice and beautiful time with myself, to enjoy myself this way. And I'm learning very quickly about the art of persuasion and technique today. I'm learning how to grow myself. I'm learning how to have fun and time. I'm learning how to have a fun time for myself. I'm learning how to admire myself for what I'm doing, because many people have no clue to even do what I do. But they never think it's anything special. I mean, they never see my life as anything special in life. And it's because they're just those type of people. So make sure you understand that my life is something special, and my life does include helping people, and I do help people along the way. I set goals, I set requirements to help people daily. So at the moment I just have 6 Weet-Bix at the moment, and what I do is I eat Weet-Bix in the morning. I can eat Weet-Bix all day long if I want to, but it's smart to change it up for a bit. So this was 4. I see, so every single day I'm learning how to be positive. I'm learning how to enjoy my life differently. And if you're enjoying your life differently, then you're learning very quickly about the art of persuasion with yourself and other people. So you have to learn very quickly about how it feels to love life differently. So learn very quickly about life and never stop for anybody. I mean, guess what? I mean, never stop doing what you love to do. Go your own way. Go through go through your own type of regimen in life. Follow Jesus Christ. I can say if you do what Jesus Christ does today, then you'll always learn what you need to do. So anyway, guys, so I just ate some Weet-Bix, and what I want to do now is focus on myself over here to help myself to deliver information. But as I deliver information, I'm looking to help myself to explain something. That there's plenty of time to do stuff around town. I need to go and work on my music production, and I need to quickly be able to play music differently, and I need to try and make a track that actually works with the melody. And now I need to make melodies. I need to practice making melodies, and I just want to practice making melodies. And now with the rhythm, it has to go with the melody. Just like I've done with Infinite Little Star. And now everything needs to go around the melody. So the first melody that you make is the melody that is the actual melody of the track. And then everything else goes after the melody. And then you can make some lyrics if you want. So it's much more how it is. So when I make melodies like A, B, C, A, or A, C, 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 and you can make that the type of melody structure. You can make all these melody structures toward your music production and theories. I feel that no matter what, that now's the time to just go and help myself to do something in life, and I'm looking at seeing to convert myself to do music production. I need to do music production, but I also want to sit down. I also want to just relax myself. I want to help myself to enjoy. I see with the quotes on Pinterest, I see that's something I need to do as well, and I need to do it because I can never rely on Mega Drive alone. So I have to focus on helping myself to upload content into the nice and beautiful way of life over here, which is the nice and beautiful Pinterest with all my quotes. And now it's just information, but Jesus Christ has done all that already. I asked Jesus Christ, is that the fact? Jesus Christ says, no. Information is information, so Jesus Christ made all the information of the world already. No, honestly, Jesus Christ says, yeah. All the information you see, Jesus Christ already done it. See, anyway, I see these strippers. So you can go to a stripping house if you have some money, and you can throw it at the woman, and the woman are going to suck your dick and everything. And it's much more how it is these days. I say it's much more how it is these days. I see. And you have to understand straight away that money comes to those who work for it. See, but the thing is, you never work for money. I never work for money, guys. I work to help myself to have freedom. And as I have freedom, have my nice and beautiful time over here with myself, and I'm looking to help myself to improve. But as soon as my dad or anybody's gone from this world, they cease to make sounds of this life anymore. And they give you more silent bliss. They give you more silence, and they help you to recognize your own image of life. So this life is a stripping of all that you are not. So, I mean, life is going to strip you of your friends and family, and life is going to strip you of your every being. But life can never strip you of your words. I mean, life can never strip you of your words. So just remember that. I mean, life can never strip you of the silence that you give life. But life is going to strip you of friends and family, and life is going to strip you of the place you live in. And it's like you're living in a time gun. I mean, it's like you're living in a time-space continuum where life is changing. Life is changing because, I say life is changing because you have more wisdom. And because you have more wisdom about life, then you're changing yourself into the person you want to be. And you have to ask yourself, are you the person you want to be today? I definitely am the person I want to be today. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to increase my life expectancy. So what I want to do with my music, especially now, is continue. I want to continue, but I feel that I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy, but I feel that no matter what, that my music production I need to learn. But what do I need to learn in music production now? I need to learn everything again. I have to learn everything again. I have to learn how to do melodies. I have to learn how to do everything again. And now, do I start all over again? Probably no. Probably I have to continue it. I have to continue my nice and beautiful track. But I understand something. I let it be that way. I let it be that way. I'm never giving up. But the thing is, I need to create a new melody. I need to create something new. And now I feel that no matter what, it's much more how I feel that I can just start a new track. I just need to start a new music track. I need to feel myself doing greater upon life. And it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life. And it's much more how I need to go and grow myself regardless of the situation. So, as I grow myself, I'm looking to play my music for a bit. I'm looking to help myself to explain much more of my life. But because I play much more of my life over here, I'm understanding straight away how I need to go and grow myself differently. And I need to help myself to elaborate much more, but life is changing, and life is changing for the better, for myself at least. And I need to go and grow myself, but it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life, and life is different. So what I want to do is I still want to get the DJ deck, and I'm understanding that that's going to pass away and that shall fade away as well. But it's much more how I feel. I feel I have it easy in life at the moment. I have it easy in comparing it to other people and how they live life. And I'm learning very quickly about life itself. I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm learning how to study upon my life over here. So I'm learning how to just evacuate to do greater for myself. So 379 to 375, I have to get myself new projects. I get myself a new project material, and I'm learning very quickly about life. But that's how you guys need to learn. I mean, you guys need to learn to help yourselves do something nice and beautiful for yourself. And that's how it is. So, as you learn something, I mean, as you learn, then you learn to feast upon your life much greater. And as you're learning very quickly, that you're learning how to grow yourself in a different manner, and different mannerism is how you live life. But that's how you guys need to enjoy yourself. I feel that no matter what, that as I'm learning very quickly, that I'm studying life much greater. I'm studying life in a different manner, and I'm learning something to help myself to succeed differently. And because I'm succeeding differently toward myself over here, I'm learning to become the best version of myself regardless of the situation. And that's how I see life. I see life differently, and you guys have to understand straight away that if you are somebody who loves life, then you have to love life differently always, and love life in a different manner according to what's helping you. So just learn. Just learn anything that you can today to become the best version of yourself, is what I'm talking about. And if you're talking about different aspects of life today, then you have to be talking about yourself the most, and you have to be loving your life differently, and you have to be showing you you guys have to be showing off your nice and beautiful structure daily, and that's all you have to be doing. That's all you have to be doing today, is a new way of life. And if you do a new way of life today, then you have to show for it. You guys have to show for it in different ways, and you have to go and love your life differently, and that's how it is. So learn how to be the best person for yourself, and learn how to dwell upon life in a better way. Do you guys understand? You guys have to understand how to dwell upon life much better for yourself. And once you learn how to help yourself to grow yourself differently, that you guys are enjoying yourself in the best kind of manner. So that's what I believe. I believe that you guys need to grow yourself. And when I say grow yourself, I mean you guys need to learn how it feels to accomplish something that is worthwhile, and you guys need to enjoy that. You guys need to enjoy the feeling of being alive, and that's what I'm always believing inside of myself, which is just a feeling of enjoyment, and just a feeling of being able to do so is nice and beautiful for myself. And I'm learning different ways of being, learning a different way of enjoying myself differently with you guys out there. And that's it. I promise you, if you guys can understand straight away how I feel about life, that I'm just always uploading content regardless of the situation. I'm uploading as much as I can online. I'm also just dwelling upon myself over here to enjoy. And I enjoy different areas of life differently, and I'm looking for different ways of being, but I'm learning how to enjoy to be alone, and how feeling alone is something that I need to be doing. And I understand straight away that what's coming up for me is a change of time, and Germany's coming up for me especially, so I'm going to Germany, and I understand it's a slow process, but once I'm with my mum, I understand that no matter what, it's more how it is, and it's all different for me. And I have to go and enjoy that. I have to enjoy being with my mum, of course, but I have to be able to speak words to you guys all day long. And because I speak words all day long to you guys, I'm actually understanding that I have to do my Instagram channel and my music production. Now, I feel that my music production is more important than my Instagram at the moment. So I understand straight away I need to play music. So I want to go over here into my nice and beautiful music section over here. I want to play some music over here, so let me have a look over here. It's more how I feel. I feel different. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning how to grow myself. I'm looking at different areas of life. I'm looking at different ways of being, and I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm looking at how to enjoy myself. But that's what I believe. I believe something different. I believe that there is a better world in the sound of what you want. So anyway, so I just did listen to my nice and beautiful track, Utopia Reborn, and I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon life, and I'm understanding how alone I am, and I feel alone throughout life. But what I'm looking at doing is a different way of life for myself. I'm looking at helping myself to do some music production very soon. And I'm actually understanding straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I'm looking to learn something, I'm looking at how I need to go and grow myself differently. And I feel that no matter what, I have more enough time and space and continuum of life and time to go and put the effort in. I have to put the effort in to make music. I understand that I have all this time, and now all this time is just for myself. I feel it's much more how I feel that I need to go and do greater. I have to do greater regardless of the situation. I have to make sure I'm looking at better ways of dealing with life and better ways of doing anything. I'm making sure that I'm looking at my life in different ways. And that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel that no matter what, that my words are leading me a better way. But it's much more how I feel that I need to go and grow myself. And because I need to grow myself differently, I'm looking at different ways of being. I'm looking at different ways of saying something. And I'm looking at being able to help myself to become the best version of myself daily and differently. And that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel able to recollect a memory, and I'm able to see exactly what I need to do to succeed. And I'm learning something different for what I have and what I do. So since I'm actually loving my life differently, I'm looking at different ways of helping myself to improve. But nobody's going to come to your rescue, and nobody's going to come to your aid, guys. I mean, you must understand that you must be healthy, and you must be learning life. I mean, you must be learning life and how to actually deal with life much greater, because life is living alone, and you have to be alone, and you have to live alone to understand life. But anybody who can never live alone can never live a great life, I promise you. First, you have to live alone, you have to be alone, and you have to feel alone too. And you have to understand straight away how it feels to go and grow yourself differently, and to walk around a bit, and to enjoy yourself, and to just be somewhere with yourself where you're learning much more. And you have to understand to see straight away about your life and what you are passionate about, and go do your passion. I mean, do you understand? I mean, go do your passion. I mean, what is your passion? I mean, go and do that, please. Because that way you're going to learn much more quickly about life. And you're going to understand straight away how it feels to just feel life much greater. So it's much more how it is. So if you want to do something great, you have to understand straight away how I feel. And my dad over here is doing a great job. He's cutting up the grass and the weeds in the grass. So I'm just learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to just go over here because he's making noise over there, and it's more how it is. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking at better ways of dealing with my life. I'm looking for better ways of doing myself a favor out life, and I'm learning how nobody's going to come to my I'm learning how nobody's going to come to my rescue over here, and nobody's going to do anything for me. I mean, in a sense, so first, nobody's going to walk my shoes, especially. So I understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. So I understand that my phone needs to be on, and without locking it, I have to never lock my phone when I'm doing UCut export videos and stuff like that. I feel that no matter what, I feel that I'm never cranky. I feel I'm deserving of making music, and I focus upon understanding that it's just how much effort you have to put into it. I feel that no matter what, it's more effort. But if I never put the effort in, then make sure you understand that they're going to try and make me work the 9 to 5. And I have to work a 9 to 5 anyway. But it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I have more than enough time to succeed. And popularity for me is something that may never happen, I promise you. Because I'm trying already so much to be popular, and it's never working out for me much. It's never working out for me. What's working out for me is my audio programs that I'm doing with you guys. That's working out. What's working out is consuming content and becoming my best version is working out for me. I'm my best version. I'm the best version I've ever been, so I'm understanding that. Actually, that alone is working out for me. So actually now, I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I'm looking to file for better ways of living. I'm looking to have free time, and I'm looking to just enjoy myself in the process of what I'm doing. And I feel that, yeah, I have my dad around, but it's more like my dad's everywhere with one image. I feel that no matter what, that I feel that it's more how I understand something. That Sydney's going for a 7-day lockdown, and the whole New South Wales is 7-day lockdown now. And I'll let it be that way. But after lockdown, I can go to Germany, and that's it. I can go to Germany, I can live in Germany, and love my life like this. And what I need to do is help myself to deliver information. But I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life. I'm looking for better ways of doing my life differently. And I'm helping myself to explain everything that I need to explain, to stay away from pleasure with women and with myself. I'm promise you now, I have to read books. I have to read more books as well. And I have to get my passport very soon. I get my passport, and that'll be that way. And I'm learning how I need to get the COVID jab very soon as well. So that's coming up very soon for me, which is in 10 days time. I'm getting a COVID jab, and I'm learning very quickly that everything's the word I only. And I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I can go and do my Pinterest. And now what's much more important is my Pinterest or my music. Actually, I feel that my Pinterest is much more important now. I feel that no matter what, I'll learn something new anyway with everything I'm doing. And it's much more how I feel. I feel different, and I feel I need to go and grow myself anyway. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life differently, and I'm learning to understand that I'm extracting files from my beautiful ways of life over here to go and really dwell upon something greater for myself, to listen to content and to actually deliver content is the best way to be. But all I need to do now is just relax. I mean, just relax and do whatever I want to do. But I never do drugs. I never do drugs. I never need to do drugs. So I'm learning very quickly about understanding that drugs never fulfill me, and talking fulfills me. I mean, talking like this fulfills me, and making music or new sounds does fulfill me too. And I'm learning very quickly that working on myself every single day fulfills me. So being able to work on myself daily about life and being able to go and do something that's much better than yesterday fulfills me totally. So I see this is quote 30, I see this quote course 32, and I need to help myself to deliver information. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking at filing a different path over here to see exactly what I need to do. So what I'm doing over here is I'm learning very quickly about stuff. I'm learning how to grow myself differently, and see Google, Chrome. See now, as I grow myself differently, I'm looking at Pinterest. And Pinterest is something different, guys. Well, you guys have to learn how to explain your story and your side of the story. And as you explain your side of the story, then you have to understand straight away how it feels to go and love yourself differently, yeah? So I see as you see straight away, life is growing, and life is growing, but if you're never growing with life, then make sure you understand you have to start growing with life to experience a greater way of life for yourself. And it's just the way it is. And you have to understand straight away that if you're growing yourself differently, that you do greater. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, C10. See, it's more how I feel. That everybody has a crowd favorite, and I understand straight away mine's I see straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that Jesus Christ is my favorite as well. And I focus on helping myself to deliver information differently, and since I actually care about my life, I care to give you my honest opinion about life. I care to indulge in a better way of life over here, where I get to solely control my life differently, and I solely get to experience something that's much greater for myself, regardless of the situation. So as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to do life. So it's much more how I feel. I feel that the whole day of my life I have to recognize to just do all these Pinterest stuff over time, and it's much more how I feel. Over time I can do it. I have time to elaborate. I have time to do my life much greater. I have my time to see exactly what I need to do to succeed differently, and I'm learning very quickly about life to do better.